All right, guys, here we are at Virginia.
Beautiful.
Hopefully you've seen our initial
Course
thoughts.
of Champions.
Course of Champions, it actually is. Hopefully you've seen our initial thoughts on the TaylorMade TP5s,
Yep.
the TP5X. So this is the review of the TP5X. I haven't played around with the TP5 much at all, but when I have, numbers have been so close to similar to this, it's not funny. Probably the only thing I really found is that the TP5 was just a tad softer feeling.
Yep.
There wasn't much in it at all. In regards to numbers, they were both just longer than anything else we tested, but the TP5 just felt a little softer. TP5X, this is what it's about. Now, there's a lot of bloody good balls out there.
There is heaps.
And I've even got one in my pocket. FG Tour, Wilson Style FG Tour, another very good ball, 4-piece ball.
The market is really good at the moment.
Exactly right, especially tour balls. So
Yep.
what I always say, and I don't know what Richo kind of says the same thing, whatever you can afford, get. So the most, so if you can afford a Pro V1 or on the upper price point,
Yep.
get the upper price point.
Yep. Look, most of the balls I look at are in that middle price point.
Kind of
The one-
$40 ones.
40, 50 bucks,
Yep.
I suppose.
Because
if you can get them a little bit cheaper when they're on special.
And that's the thing, we don't really talk about dollars because at the end of the day they're different in the States, they're different here, different in the UK. But the TaylorMade TP5Xs and the Pro V1Xs and all of that, they're on the upper end of the price points.
Yes.
Along with Apex 6 from Forte and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They're on the upper end.
Yep.
There's a lot of balls in that market.
And a lot of good balls too.
Exactly right. Now,
Yep.
I'm going to talk about this. Is it the best ball I've ever hit? No. Is it the longest ball I've ever hit? The answer is yes. Now, for me, with the Mozzies flying around, it's a little bit of a detriment. Like I hit my 6-iron thereabouts, carry one, when I'm warmed up, 170-ish.
Yep.
Thereabouts.
Yep.
Now, I've been hitting some of these TPXs carrying over 180.
Yeah.
And it's really, really good to hit the ball that far. The only issue I've found really, sometimes you just catch flies. Like what you would consider a fly, so just a lower spinning shot.
Yeah.
So I don't know if other people have seen that. Comment down below, and if you have.
Yep. Look, I understand what you mean. Like when I was using the Strixon soft feel and the Callaway Super Softs, right? It didn't really matter which box of balls I bought, they both performed pretty much the same.
They would always be similar.
So the distances were pretty much the same. They putted, they chipped very much the same. So it didn't really matter. If I went somewhere and I couldn't get a box of Callaways, I could get the box of Strixons and know that
They're the balls you've been
were
using.
be pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Like,
For me, look. Let us go into a bit of technology first. Tri fast core dual spin cover. It's 5-piece ball. So 90 compression is the Pro V1X TP5X.
Yep.
So years and years ago they used to talk about compression a lot.
Yep.
And there was some at 110, 100. Doesn't really get talked about much. I know that some manufacturers are making 40 compression golf balls. Titleist say anything under 65 compression deforms the ball too easy, then you get inconsistencies. So every company has their thoughts on certain things, and that's great, but that's where you need to go out and test. And you got to do your own ball. Now, as you see, some of the numbers in every test I have done, that I've hit, and every test that I've got other people to hit, this ball spins less.
yep.
Is that a bad thing? No, I mean the land angle and everything is still very, very similar. It still spins enough to stop.
Yep.
It's just, for me, the inconsistency in distance, and I know it's my strike. What really pushed me over the edge at a Rundle, I'm going to put a shot in over the top of this, at 121 metres, hit this ball, and I know it's got a little bit to do with the water as well. It was 121. I don't carry my wedge that far. It's about where I carry my wedge. It would have carried, what, over the back of the green by nearly 10?
Yeah. Look, to tell the truth,
Oh.
I used a different ball than you did.
Yes.
Nearly most of my shots that hit the green looked like they were going to stop.
Yeah.
Right? Because I didn't use a TaylorMade ball, obviously.
Yeah.
As where a lot of yours looked like they were going to run on.
It looked like they were going further. Like for me, it was further. Like at Woodford, another one that kind of got me. And this is the only reason why I probably won't use it. Like, do I think it's a great ball? Yeah, 100%. goes longer, it spins less, it launches a little higher than most. It is a very good ball.
Yep.
From 126 metres, I think it was, I hit gap wedge and long. I carried basically the flag and it was long.
Yep.
I hit my gap wedge or carry my gap wedge about 115 or thereabouts. So that's an extra 10 metres, and it's nice to have, but I don't think it's always 10 metres. I think, oh, you might get a 10 metres here, then you might get the same as before, and it just seems a little bit too inconsistent for me at the moment. Maybe in generations, this could be a fantastic ball. Maybe if they can get it to be more consistent.
Yep.
The ball's probably very consistent, it's me. But what I'm saying is that it's hard to take when you hit a really good shot and it goes nearly 10 metres longer than what you think it should.
Yeah. Well, look, it's how we pick our clubs, isn't it?
100%.
By the consistency you get out of them.
Correct. And I feel James Macklin is a more consistent player than me, or a consistent striker, let's say.
Yep.
He enjoyed this thing. It spun lower. He did hit it further, but he got some of them, say with the 6-iron, where he usually hits his 6-iron spin at somewhere around 7-ish grand, high 6s, mid 6s. He was getting them down to around high 5s, but he got a couple that dropped down to 4,000. And they're the 180 odd carry 6-irons, which you just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You go over the back of the green, you're dead. I think it's getting used to it. John Rahm's using it, and I know he's doing a good job, and so is Dustin Johnson. So they're better than us again, so they will know. But they've potentially gained distance.
Yeah.
If you're a high spin player, I think the TP5 and the TP5X is probably going to be a really good ball.
Yeah.
I'm on the lower end of spin for my, and a little bit of a flatter flight with lower spin. It's not really helping me.
Don't look at me, mate, I'm all over the place.
Mate, you hit it so good, you should use it. But guys, look, the numbers wise are very good. If you're talking about just distance and good land angle and good everything, then the TP5 and the TP5X are fantastic balls. They do what they say on the box. A little faster ball speed, a little higher launch, a little bit less spin.
Yep. Look, do you know what? I've mainly chipped and putted with them.
Yep.
I thought the X sort of tended to come off the club face a little bit quicker.
Just on the little chipping we've done.
But you know what? I thought they were both not too bad.
For an X ball, the TP5X is very soft feeling.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the big thing I like about that. Maybe it's the thin cover, I'm not too sure. It's only like 20thou of an inch or whatever. It's very, very thin. It's literally like a Strixon thin, which I said previous. Now, durability, I want to get on that because some people have been going on about they are not durable at all. I'm going to get a close-up of this thing because that is 18 holes.
Yeah, and I saw the one you used
At Woodford.
Right, and you ploughed one into a tree.
Yes, there was only a mark from a tree.
Yep, which hit the tree really hard.
Yeah.
Right? And I was pretty surprised that the ball seemed to hold up pretty well.
Now that is 18 holes.
Yep.
And a little bit of a chipping around and stuff like that. Now, others have said that it chews up pretty quickly. Some have said that after 7 or 8 holes, it looks like it's done nearly 18 holes.
Yeah, I can chew up some balls pretty quickly.
And that's the thing.
But if I look at it realistically and go, I hit 3 paths and I hit 10 trees, then you look at it and go, well, no ball's going to really stand up that much to, especially the cement paths and bits and pieces. But if you have a day where you don't hit anything much, then that's when you judge how the ball is.
100%. There's literally no marks from wedges from that for me.
No.
I don't see wedge marks on balls very much at all. So that's pretty impressive for me. So my experience, very, very durable. Plenty of other people out there who have said they're not very durable. So comment down below and if you've seen contrary to what I'm saying. Anyway, go and do your own testing. Like we've said, go do your own ball testing, whether it's with numbers, without numbers, on the course, off the course, blind test, do whatever you got to do, guys. TP5X, extremely good golf ball. Longest golf ball I've ever used. I probably won't use it, but feels good. Looks very soft feeling.
If they give me
Here you go, you can have it.
If they give me some, I will.
You can have that half ball.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Guys, check out the TP5 range. Really, really good ball. Like I said, really, really long, really low spin, higher launch, all that stuff. It literally does what it says in the box, and this ain't no marketing garbage. At the end of the day, I've tested these out over weeks.
Yes.
I played with them at Woodford. I played with them at Arundel.
Yep.
And then I think even here, when we just mucked around here on one arvo.
Well, that's when I did it with them. So,
Exactly.
And look, a really good ball, but definitely get out, trial heaps of different ones.
Correct.
Because there's heaps of balls in that, that market, and at different price ranges.
100%.
So work out the price range.
Work out your budget, then go from there.
Yep, without a doubt.
If you can, go for a urethane golf ball. That's going to tend to spin a little bit more. The downside is it's probably going to tear up a little bit more.
Yep.
But if you're,
I mean, look,
only losing one ball around is good.
You pretty well get what you sort of pay for.
There is a
Right?
point there.
So, it's a bit like golf clubs as well. You pay $20 for a set of golf clubs, you'll get a $20 set of golf clubs.
Yeah, exactly.
So your wife paid nothing. She pretty well got.
She got it done.
She got nothing.
Guys, go check out the TaylorMade TP5X range of balls, and even their new irons as well, the P750s and 770s and stuff. There's a lot of good stuff on the market now. I think they're probably the best iron TaylorMade's made in a long time. Doesn't mean they're the best of a lot.
Certainly one of the nicer looking irons.
Exactly right.
For a long time. So,
exactly right.
Because I've had a few that look average.
Really, really soft feeling. Guys, TP5X, very, very soft to putt and chip with. It goes a long way, it goes high. Very thin covers, 5 pieces. Try fast core, spin, yada yada. Check them out, guys. Comment down below on what you think of these balls or other balls that you've tested over this.
Yeah. Do you know what? If there's any balls that we haven't tested, but you've come across, because we haven't tested nearly everything.
That thing's to come.
Give us a yell.
100%.
We'll try and get hold of them and
Volvic to come. We got a lot of stuff. So guys, thanks for checking out the video.
Yep.
Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Beautiful.